Hello, Scorps. How are you guys doing? I'm gonna do a December reading for y'all. I want to do the Celtic cross this time. It's an oldie and a goodie. Of course, everyone has kind of different meanings, you know, like slightly variations in the cross. That's okay. I go with what I have in my traditional tarot deck. And I just want to tell you, Scorpios, thank you guys so much. So many of you guys have subscribed through my Scorpio reading for your season. All of you guys who like and sub, God, thank y'all so much. Like, I'm pretty new, you know, so it's cool. I will tell you, Scorps will always probably have a special place in my heart. You know, I've got a Scorpio ascendant in the 12th house, so it's probably one of the hardest, most misunderstood things to go through. Wow. If any of you Scorps have 12th house Scorp in you, in your macros, or your, you know, Venus or anything, or just stelliums, I feel for you. It ain't easy, is it? We go through so much more shit than people will ever see. And then my kids both have Scorpio moons. You know what's something weird about Scorpio moons and rising? Big eyes. They say we get the big eyes. Like, my kids have both big, beautiful blue eyes. And I've always been known to kind of have big, dreamy eyes. It like draws people in. I don't know why, but it's usually the moons and the risings that have it. I've met quite a few Scorpio suns that have beady eyes. But nonetheless, Scorpio pulls people in. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have a magnetism about them. You know what's crossing you guys? Yourself. Like, this is legit. Your obstacle is death. Wow, that's crazy. But yet you have something new. You know, you're actually beginning something very, very new. That is so wild. What? Okay, this is crazy. I think some of you guys may have trouble with change. Maybe, oh God, that is so crazy. The master of transformation having trouble with it? Nah. Guys, really? This is also you, of course, you know, in this situation, like this, the nostalgia card. Didn't we get this? Like, I think some of you guys, you know, I know that not every reading for Scorpio is going to resonate with the same Scorpios, but it will for some, right? And I think some of you guys actually have like, yeah, because this is the outcome. Y'all definitely are walking away from something, and it's not something you wanted to walk away from, but it's because of justice. You know, that's in the near future. You're weighing the pros and the cons. This is recent past, you know, you made your decision, you waited out, you know, for justice sake, something has to be dumped, you know. In your environment, you have the Chariot, you know, you're moving away or someone else is, metaphorically or physically. And what you hope or fear is 3 Cups reversed. Are some of you afraid that whoever this is you're walking away from has been cheating on you? Or are you hoping that they are so that you have an excuse to leave? You know what I'm saying? Because your hopes and fears are often very intertwined. A lot of times, what we fear is also something we kind of hope, because then we can kind of cop out in a way. You know what I'm saying? Not saying Scorps are known for copping out, but it's almost like a lot of times what we want the most, also we're afraid of it the most. And definitely, I mean, it can be, you know, a third party. Like I've said, this card's always like debauchery, drinking, third party, you're celebrating, but to the extreme. Or it can be kind of like depressed drinking. It can also be a celebration that was canceled. You know, like a calling off an engagement. That could be it too. Some of you guys might either want to or afraid of it. So you have the Page of Wands too underneath you, you know. So I think that you already have basically stood up for something. But what you're wanting to do is get over it. And I just don't think you're there yet. You know? Some of this has hit you guys on a deeper level than you expected. Because this is crowning you. To some tarot readers, this is something that someone has. In my Celtic cross, the crowning is what you're trying to get. What you're reaching for but don't have yet. I think you're trying to get over something. And oh God, this kind of hits deep because with this, like, I feel this, like you are legit. I don't see cards for this, but what I'm picking up is some of you are legit pissed off, like cool-headed, but determined to, dole out the goods, the just desserts, right? There's justice there. Emperor reversed. Ten of Wands reversed. Ace of Coins reversed. God, so for some of you, this might be family. It could be family. Like, I feel this one to come out too. Okay, Nine of Cups reversed. I'm sorry, but anytime I get the Three of Cups and Nine of Cups reversed together, that is definitely an arrogant asshole who's an alcoholic or addicted to something. Addicted to attention, addicted to alcohol, drugs, sex. And some of you guys can flip it, if cross watchers, even though I am partial and love Scorpios, I know that an unhealed, wounded, negative Scorpio can be the Emperor reverse. They can be the, the sex addict and stuff. God, okay. Yeah. Emperor reverse, that's just, I'm sorry. Okay. Some of you are dealing with literally kind of like a man child. It can be a woman child, whatever, who is entitled, arrogant, smug, demanding. Yeah. I'm trying to look and see. I think some of you guys are dealing with some fire signs. Because this is avoiding responsibility, okay? This is why the justice is there. You Scorpios out there are dealing with someone who is probably, I want to say, abusive. It doesn't have to be physical. It can be financial, relationship-wise. It can be verbal, psychological, emotional. And they're conceited. They're arrogant. They're entitled. Some of you, it is a family member. If it's not a family member, you're probably living with this person. And then having that too. Yeah. Sorry, this is like the energy I'm picking up on the person or people that you're dealing with are not even worth your weight in salt. And I'm pretty sure that's what you're picking up on. That's why you're walking away. But it's not something you want to do. Like, you need a fresh start. This is you. You need it and you want it. But you still haven't gotten over it, okay? And this is the transformation you need. Guys, you're the Phoenix. You know it. And you can do it. But I know it's not fun because, a lot of people don't get it. Because if a Scorpio energy snaps and they tell someone off or stings them or whatever, they can seem like they're cold or mean. But really, water signs are all very sentimental. They really do hold on to memories of love, good times. You hate letting that stuff go. You just hate it. It makes you hurt, because you don't want to let it go. Bottom of the deck, I have Ace of Swords. It's a breakthrough. It's a victory. I definitely think it's also verbal. Because see, even the Justice, has that sword. Telling the truth, cutting through to the truth. On the bottom of this deck, you have the Star reversed. I think you had some dreams dashed, guys. Some of y'all are pissed off because you were loyal to someone or a group of people who are not loyal to you. And it's time to walk away from it. Oh, I'm sorry. I had seen someone, I was watching Tyler's tarot because he's so cute. He's always kind of like telling people off, if they, give them trouble. And someone had put in the comments was like, why are all your readings negative? I don't even want to watch them anymore. And I was just thinking, honey, most of life is negative. It's up to us to be accountable and make something positive out of it, right? So for the Druid cards to kind of clarify some more, we've got the Frog reverse. This is a situation you don't want to accept, but you have to. We've got the Otter upright, which means that you need to learn how to play again. You've got to let go of this baggage, this drama, this bullshittery, and actually learn to go enjoy your life again. You need to get to play and have fun again. You need to know what it's like to laugh again. We also have the Bear upright and the Raven upright. These two together especially, this is very powerful, very powerful. I would say this is definitely like the Death card too, right? Definitely about transformation and everything. And this, I love the Bear energy too, because it's about learning how to marry your intuition with your instinct, and that you have higher powers on your side guiding you and working with you. And you have very primal forces of anger in you, but you can direct them in the right way at the right time. What I love to tell people about the whole intuition and instinct thing is that a lot of people only live by instinct. Some people only live by intuition. I would say a lot of time, Scorpionic energy can be a very instinctual energy. You just know things. Pisces type energy can be more of an intuitive energy, okay? Since I have like Scorpio in the 12th house, I have both. Now, intuition, oftentimes you see things from what's the highest good for all people. You see the best in people. You want the best for people. You know what they're capable of. So you love them for that. But intuition can actually give and give and give to their own detriment when you live only on intuition. Because just because you see the best in them doesn't mean they even see the best in themselves. You know what I'm saying? You can actually hurt yourself trying to love people who don't even love themselves. They're negative, they're entitled, abusive, addicted, and it doesn't matter if you see the best in them. They're still going to use you up. And then your instinct oftentimes only protects yourself. When you have instincts, you have the tendency to almost be critical, cynical, kind of see what's wrong with everyone. You know what I mean? Because your instincts protects your flesh, your body. We have instincts to survive. So whenever we react, we just sense that someone in the room or some situation is bad for us. We want to protect ourselves, block off, right? But you need both. And when you have both, you're able to judge accordingly, act accordingly, which it looks like that's what you're doing. And then the Raven is actually a really good guardian. Upright is protection. It's initiation. It's going into change and transformation. But you definitely also have protection when you have this and the Raven. So you have higher powers right now actually taking care of you, protecting you, guarding you, making sure that you're all right. Ancestors, passed on loved ones, Spirit, Holy Spirit, there's all kinds of energies out there. There's animal spirits. There's all kinds of things in nature and, saints, angels, you name it. They're on your side. They have your back. They know what you've been through. They're watching out for you. Okay. So you guys are going to be fine. I know you know that, but I know it's something that was not easy for you guys to let go of. And I am sorry. I hate seeing y'all go through this stuff. That is so weird. I like to pull the good tarot. Those of you who have watched my shows before, I got the Emperor. Got this last one. This keeps coming out. It just seems to happen sometimes, guys. This one is like kind of about also knowing how to follow the rules and kind of like not, stepping on the wrong toes and kind of just navigating without breaking the rules of authority. And that's strange because I got it for Aries too. And what's so weird about it? I think some of you guys might be dealing with Aries, and it's weird because like I even mentioned in the Aries reading that, I mentioned the Scorpio thing because I had a salty Aries come after me and I gave him a what for, and I was like, I told the Aries reading, I said, look, I love you guys, but those that are not evolving, Aries may win the battle, but Scorpio wins the war. Scorpios always transform Aries. That's how it goes, okay? Because us with Scorpio energy, we see the bigger picture. We're in it for the long haul. You know what I mean? And I think if some of y'all are dealing with an Aries, that's what you're walking away from, and that's sad because it probably was a lot of passion involved, a lot of love. You get an Aries and a Scorpio together, you could have really, really felt for that person. But walking away is not easy. And see, I got the Queen of Fire. And I will tell you sometimes if you are dealing with any negative fire energy, the best way to handle it, which with it crossing you, your burden is to become that phoenix. You have to tap into that. Even though you're a water sign, you got to tap into that fire energy and let yourself transform and burn away what no longer serves you. Okay, let's see. That's not right. Let me find it. I want to read this one. These are supposed to be the good tarot and like positive stuff. And I was like, oh God, when I read that one for Aries, I was like, ooh, it's like follow the rules. It's time to follow the rules. And I was like, nobody really wants to hear that. But I think that's because I have an aqua stellium. So I'm like, oh, shut up. But some people don't mind. I'm like, aren't rules made to be broken? Okay. Okay, Queen of Fire. Creative collaborations, soul connections, passion inspired by spirit, artist. I am capable of strong friendships that inspire me and encourage me to express myself in my own way. I co-create with others, dedicated to a vision of achieving the highest good of all. How might I join in the dance of co-creation, letting spirit flow through me and inspire me to express my passions? Aww. Guys, I do think that you will be coming into a season of a lot of love and boldness and moving into what makes you feel alive again. There's something that's been clinging to you that you're learning to let go of, and it's not fun. But you'll do it and you'll be fine. Let me look at this board before I let y'all go. We will have a full moon in Gemini on December 7th. Mercury enters Capricorn on the 6th. Then we have Venus entering Cap on the 9th. We have Jupiter entering Aries on the 20th, which is pretty great for bold energy and new expansive ideas and being really creative. I think you guys will appreciate it, especially for trying to get into that Phoenix energy. Let's see if there's anything else. We have a new moon in Capricorn on the 23rd of December. So we're going to be transitioning from a lot of Sag to a lot of Cap by the end of December, of course. Let's see if there's anything else. I'm not really noticing. Oh, okay. Mercury does go retrograde on the 29th. So be ready for that. Is what it is. I do love y'all. And I bless you. Until next time.